So up next, we got track number 4, Valhalla. Another Viking track, perhaps, but it's only 35 seconds long, so it's going to be a quick one. I imagine it moves into track number 5, Swords in the Wind. So let's check it out. Okay, so that was kind of odd to just throw that in there. I don't know why they didn't just add that in with the beginning of Swords in the Wind or something, but that was just really odd. Let's move on to the next track, Swords in the Wind.
I surrender my soul. Odin, hear my call. One day I'll sit beside your throne in Valhalla's great hall. Like so many before me, I'll die with honor and pride. The right of a warrior, forever to fight by your side. Send a sign, raise the sail, wave a last goodbye. Destiny is calling, immortality be mine. Call the witch to cast the ruins, weave a magic spell. We who die in battle are born, not for heaven, not for hell. We are sons of Odin. The fire we burn inside is the legacy of warrior kings who reign above in the sky. I will lead the charge, my sword into the wind.
I don't know if it's gonna drop, but every so often it feels like it's about to kick in, like heavier or something. But then it just kind of continues. I'm like, oh, it's like I keep getting these false moments that I think that it's gonna drop. Anyway, it's funny. I do want to say I do like the chord picking. The melody of the picking on the guitar sounds really nice, and the production on this album sounds really good. I'm really liking the clear sound of it all. Better than some of the previous records I've listened to. So yeah, just wanted to say that. Let's keep her going.
In the sky, I will lead the charge, my sword into the wind. Sons of Odin fight to die and live again. Viking ships cross the sea in cold wind and rain, sail into the black of night. Magic stars are guiding light.
There it is. such an epic sounding track, whether we're talking about the vocal delivery or just the melody itself, the way it's moving forward. It's so great. I knew it was going to drop, and when it did, it was so awesome, but it kept the overall sound that they created before. They just put more power into it, more intensity. The drums got a little more intense, and I absolutely loved that. So far, this album's feeling very epic, in its sound and in its delivery. And yeah, this definitely is talking about Vikings and Son of Odin. I even heard like a Viking funeral where they talk about sending someone out in the sea on a burning boat or whatever. Very cool stuff. So yeah, I see where Valhalla comes in. It was just kind of odd to have like a 35-second little thing there before this and not attach it, but whatever. Very cool stuff though. This is so damn epic.
In the sea, let my spirits rise. Valkyries carry me. Take me to Valhalla, where my brothers wait for me. Fire burning to the sky. My spirits will never die. I will lead the charge. My sword into the wind. Sons of Odin fight to die and live again. Viking ships cross the sea in cold wind and rain. Sail into the black of night. Magic stars are guiding light. I will lead the charge, my sword into the wind. Sons of Odin fight to die and live again. Viking ships cross the sea in cold.
They go with the fade a lot, eh? No matter what album it is. So that was Swords in the Wind. And yeah, definitely a great track. Very epic. One thing I noticed, there's the guitars and the instruments themselves, the bass, the drums, and that aren't necessarily standing out a whole lot to me, like in an amazing way. They're all sounding great and they're doing their job. They're not sounding out of line or nothing. But the person who's standing out the most to me on this album so far, especially this song, is Eric Adams. The vocals, whether we're talking about his skill, his versatility, his range, but not only that, also the lyrics. I don't know if it's him that wrote the lyrics or Joey or whatnot, but the lyrics are always great this time around. Just the way he chooses his phrasing and the melody of his vocal delivery of his phrasing is great as well. Just very unique, very original, and he's doing an awesome banging job at it. He's getting MVP so far on this album, but really solid album to tell you the truth. Even the songs that shouldn't necessarily be for me, they're kind of working for me this time around. That was track number 5. We're on track number 6 now, called An American Trilogy. Ooh, it's kind of an odd title, but let's check it out.
Oh, I wish I was in a land of cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Look away, look away, Dixieland. Oh, I wish I was in Dixie. Away, away, in Dixieland, I'll take my stand to live and die in Dixie. Dixieland, where I was born, early Lord, one frosty morn. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. Glory, glory, hallelujah.
Okay. Of course, Eric Adams is going to be singing Hallelujah. He has the chops for it. I mean, definitely not the original Hallelujah. Oh, he has the chops for it, but this isn't the original Hallelujah, I should say. But yeah, his vocals again are the big standout on this track. Um, Interesting enough having like the almost like the soldiers snare going in the background like an army drum. Yeah, just not my type of track. I'm always completely honest with you guys. It's just not my type of thing that I would play at all. But again, I'm getting enjoyment out of listening to Eric Adams' delivery. It's very crazy on this album what he's able to do. I think he was really proving himself. I mean, he didn't have to because he proved himself a long time ago. But yeah, so far it's okay, but not really my thing.
Don't you cry. You know your daddy's bound to die. But all my trials, Lord, will soon be over.
Very unique.
Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. His truth is
It's crazy the amount of time he held that note at the end. So good. Like I said, the song's not exactly for me, but they definitely made it epic sounding. If you're into this type of thing, you will really enjoy this, I'm imagine. Eric Adams is friggin' amazing. He is out of this world, really, on this whole album. A lot of symphonic elements on this album, man, compared to before. Like almost every track is having them. It feels like that's definitely helping and giving it that epic feel. But yeah, An American Trilogy was this. I don't exactly understand why it was named that. Perhaps this is like three stories in one or whatnot. I know they return with the Hallelujah again in the end, which was in the beginning of the song, or it was throughout the song, I guess. But yeah, whatever. It wasn't really for me music wise, but I can appreciate, I can respect it. I don't think it was bad or anything, just not my personal taste. Up next, we're up to track number 7 with the song The March. So let's check it out. Again, like a movie. okay, the first half I was like, what is this? Is this like a little interlude or what? Again, very heavy on the symphonic elements in this album. Or on this album, it's kind of experimental in a way for Manowar. They always had some of that, but this one they're going all out with it. This section here though is really cool. I'm really digging it. It's intense. I like the background. That it's just really cool. I'm digging this symphonic parts. When it can get more grand in scale, it's more my thing. Compared to the first part anyway. But okay, I enjoyed that a lot more than I thought I would. The first half went on for a little bit too long, in my opinion, but when everything came in and it got much more grand in its sound, I was really digging it. It was really cool to listen to all the little instruments going on in that, and symphonic music can be really interesting depending on the scenario. But I feel like this was a pretty good little way to ease you into the title track Warriors of the World United, which I reacted to before. Um, yeah, so that was like kind of like the perfect segue into that. I kind of feel. So yeah, that was kind of cool. I really kind of dug that one, the March. But again, very symphonic heavy, which is not something I expected from Manowar. Like I said before, you always kind of heard little bits of that, but not as much as we heard on this album anyway. I don't know if the rest of the tracks are going to be the same, but we'll see.